Hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome. This is a lot earlier than you guys are probably expecting, but that's okay. I like to keep it confusing and knowledgeable for everyone. So that's how we're doing today. Beautiful Friday today. Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Most of you probably just got out of school, so perfect time to sit down and watch some DOJ. This is what we're doing today. I'm gonna actually do a little bit, probably like 45 minutes to an hour with Jeff while he's still in here doing his stuff, and then probably at like 6:37 I'll maybe get back in and do some more live stream for later. I still have to get DOJ recorded, so that'll all depend on how my schedule looks, if we'll actually stream later or not, but other than that, at least we can get this. Okay, so I hope you guys are having a great night. I see y'all fluttering in here. Thank you guys for stopping in. I know this is a lot earlier than what you guys would normally be doing. I think we're good. I have names off. I have Jeff is here. I don't know if he's been here the whole time. Jesus. Jeff is around the corner. So we can get some multi-Twitch set up. I know Jeff has a stream going as well. Matthew Dooley, 40 cheers. Let's have a great stream, bro. Thank you very much. I hope that's the case too. We got our moderators in here. So big shout out to What Muppet in, oh shoot, Lord Spy X or Caitlin Johnson. So many names that I have to remember. Thank you guys for stopping in. I don't know if there's any other moderators in here right now, but thank you, Matthew Dooley, for that multi-Twitch link. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and see what the hell they're up to. Oh, I might have to switch my thing so they can hear you.
Gotta get the airplane ready to go.
All right, you guys hear me?
Yep.
And you're at Sandy Shores, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
you're right
around
behind
the
me
airplane right now. I'm gonna reposition the airplane so it's.
All right, guys. You guys can hear them, right? Everything's good. Jeff and all them bugs are coming through the stream.
I just saw bugs get pulled over, so I wanted to go there and see what that was all about.
Just make sure everyone. Okay, we got a confirmation. All right, I am good to go then.
So you're good to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, down to Los Santos.
So I hop in the back here, or am I able to get in the passenger seat so I can?
You can get in a passenger seat. You have to do it with the trainer.
With the trainer? How does that? What do you mean?
You need to get in on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Where the door is.
That'll work.
How do you do the change? I've never done it.
Well, if you mean like co-pilot, you want to ride co-pilot?
Yeah.
No, he wants to be a passenger, not co-pilot.
No, I want to be the co-pilot. I'm supposed to be learning.
Oh, then
so
yeah, you should just get right in. Yeah.
Remember,
Okay.
I'm showing up to. This is like 30 jobs, so I'm out here seeing what it's like to be a pilot and stuff.
Oh,
so.
yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah, no, I didn't know if you were
Old
you
man
needed to
Jeff.
ride down to Los Santos or something else. Yeah, I know, right? Old man. Yep. So basically, this is Premiere Air. I started Premiere Air not terribly long ago. We just started up in the last month, and we pretty much had to start ground up. We got a flight school, and now we started our first service. It's a round robin trip. It goes from Los Santos up here to Sandy Shores. If anybody needs a additional trip to Grapeseed, then they can take one of our small charter flights up there as well.
So it's a connecting flight then?
Yep, just connecting flight for that. However, we have a couple airplanes in our fleet. We've got a Velum, we've got this Luxor Deluxe, and we have a Nimbus. The Nimbus is pretty much our flagship airplane, but today it's a lighter traffic day, so we're going to roll with the Shamal and also, or the Luxor, and also the better view for you out the window.
That radar right there is actually showing up dots on the map. Is that legitly showing up something, or?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's just kind of counteracting. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if that was the case. We would be able to. It would help us out a lot with air traffic. And in the real airplane, you would have TCAS, which is traffic collision avoidance system. That looks kind of like that. It would let you know where the traffic is.
Like a radar.
Outside of that, we're all fired up here. I just got done with the pre-flight. Basically, after every flight, you do a walk around the airplane, make sure there's no big dings and dents or anything wrong with the plane, so we don't die. JL Stokes, thank you for that. And we're gonna get on out of here.
All right, sounds good.
So yesterday winds were out of the east. You always take off and land into the wind. So we would have landed on 5 left and took off 5 left.
Basically
so right
awkward.
now,
donated $15.
Right,
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.
We're about to be.
Love the support. Thank you guys.
This way, and we'll wrap around and head it into Los Santos for the most part. So
sounds good.
Maybe good there.
So you do. Depending on the wind is why you might choose the other runway to land or take off.
Always, yes. You always take off and you land into the wind. If you can't, you have to deal with a crosswind, and that's fine. But here at Sandy Shores, we have a crosswind runway right there. So sometimes you have that. It's a lot more difficult of an approach than any of this stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the first 1,000 feet will be what is called a, it's gonna be a whatever. I forget the name of it already off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Getting over a cold.
No worries.
It basically means we don't talk and we don't do anything. We fly the airplane for the first 1,000 feet. And then after that, we'll be good to go.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Add our power in. This airplane's rotation speed will be at 85 knots.
Sorry guys,
so
it just
add that power in there a little bit.
Freezed a little. I had to fix some stuff so I could see who subscribes and all that. Or not subscribes, but donates.
V1, and we rotate nice and smooth on up. Positive rate. Gear comes up.
Very nice.
The first initial will be at 200 feet per minute, and now we will increase our climb rate to 500 feet per minute. That little, you see the big, huge glowing orb there in front of you. That's the attitude indicator.
Yes.
Below that is your vertical speed, and that's telling us how, okay, that's not interesting. What it's doing is telling you how fast we are climbing. We're we're about 400 feet per minute right now. We increase that up, we'll be up 500 feet per minute.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah, and that gauge is not accurate. It's very laggy.
Okay.
It would be in a real airplane as well.
Yeah, but it does do something, which is nice.
Yeah, it does do something.
Also, the altitude thing looks like it's is that the time or the altitude to the left of the? Okay.
Right now, we're going to be at 2,700 right now. We're climbing for 3,000, and we have to make sure that we do not encroach on the Zancudo airspace, which is off to our right wing.
Yep.
So there's 3,200 or around 3,000. I can start my right turn, and we won't interfere with them today at all. We're gonna go up to a cruising altitude of 5,000 GTA, which is pretty close to 30,000 feet, and we'll be good to go here. It doesn't take very much to get up here. Our climb rate in this airplane is about 500 feet per minute, so we get up there pretty quick. Continue our turn to the right. We're gonna fly over Paleto Bay and all that good stuff.
JL Stoke donated $10. Love your videos. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out to the stream as well, too. Zach Train Boy says he loves the streams. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.
Xander33, thank you, sir.
Jeff's voice is laggy for me. Well, you guys might not want to. You guys got to pick what audio you want to hear.
And it comes right up on 5,000 feet. Nice turn to the right.
And we're flying into Los Santos?
Yeah, we're just doing a... I'm taking a longer flight today just to go over the airplane with you and all that.
Okay, perfect.
So we're going to be at a cruise altitude of 5,000 feet, which we are right here, and we are actually directly over Paleto Bay right now.
Aiden Potty, I know that name.
Right-hand side.
Thanks for joining the Twitch, man. Twitch, man.
That big-ass mountain there on the right, that is Mount Chiliad.
Almost said. Oh yeah, nice and beautiful.
Yep, so we don't have a lot of instrumentation in this airplane. We have to go off of a lot of what's called just basic pilotage, and that is knowing the ground, it's knowing the map around you and all that stuff. So
well, we're already lost on knowing the map around you, so that's gonna be good.
We're at 5,000, and when you have clouds underneath you, it doesn't help anything. So you just kind of have to have a basic idea of which way you're going, because the heading indicator doesn't seem to work too well.
Yeah.
On this airplane.
Well, I think above everything should be better than actually on the streets for me. So hopefully.
Right. The heading indicator actually does work. You can see now when we turn to the right here, we're not actually going to be flying a 0 or not going to be a 150, which it kind of indicates there that you see the big huge red arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're actually turning to the east now. So we're on east. Think of a compass. We'll be on 090 for the heading. Okay. There we go. So now we're on 090 heading.
Which is just directly east then?
Yes. So
okay.
Now Yep, directly east. So we'll fly this way a little bit. And right below us now is the Mount Gordo Pass and Cape Catfish and all that good stuff down there. On a nice clear day, you can see the lighthouse from up here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we continue to go out this way, and then we'll start a turn to 180, which will be the south. And we'll be ready to start our descent into Los Santos from there. Trying to get back up to 5,000 feet. Start a turn to the right here. And it's all about nice, gentle, easy movements in the airplane.
Yeah,
you've already got turbulence is enough as it is. And when we have passengers on board, we try to make sure it's as smooth as possible of a flight. And if we keep getting a lot of random turbulence, we'll even adjust our altitudes to accommodate that.
Been pretty smooth though so far.
Yeah, not bad at all today. So you can see off to the right there, that's Alamo Sea and Sandy Shores, and that's the airport that we took off out of. Way off in the distance. And now we're going to start our descent down towards Los Santos. We're going to be expecting runway 30 right for
donated $2. Have a good day. I have to go to work. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Love your guys' support, even on early streams when you guys aren't even used to it.
This is where it gets a little strange because the airport is not what you would think. You have 120 and 30, so 120 towards the south, 30 towards the north.
Yeah.
And that's which way the runways are pointing.
So they're not facing the same directions as the Sandy Shores one?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I can see them right out to the right side of my window right now. The Sandy Shores one's parallel, like literally straight on to us.
Yeah, that's runway 28 right, 28 left, because we're facing to the west. And west would be 270.
Okay.
So now we're going to come on down here. Altitude-wise here, we're going to shoot down to about 1,000 feet. Once we get to 1,000 feet, we're going to further, make about 700 to 800 feet. And we'll be in the pattern altitude for the airport. And we'll be ready to land from there. I'll just kind of walk you through what we're doing here. Still descending here. Ever so slightly. We don't need a real heavy descent, but now once we get down over the Palomino Highlands, we'll start our descent a little steeper now. Reason why we do that is because once we start to get down to
Gaming Native, throwing out some cheers. Thanks, man.
Turbulence, as you can see.
A little bit of an early stream today.
Turbulence off the mountain, so we want to make sure that it's a smooth ride for our passengers. So we tend to start our descents a little later than normal. And it's a clear day, so I can see the airport right out there at our 2 o'clock. And we're going to be landing 30 right, which is the runway to the right. What happened over there?
I don't know. I could just tell something's going down with the cops or something, probably. If it's making noises like that. So.
Nothing's going on. We're just trying.
Yeah, nothing's going on.
Just a normal flight over here, and Bucks is in a shootout with the police. So.
Yeah, probably.
No, it was.
No, somebody just bought a pack of bubblegum, so it's all good.
Lane splitting mistake. Not my mistake.
Aircraft carrier right off.
I'd be the king. I did not see your donation pop up. I'm looking over here on the screen so I can keep it a nice fluid motion. If you donated, I really appreciate it.
It's all about knowing your altitude, because once you get
if you guys act like I ignore them on a reason, well, that's kind of messed up. So that ain't the case.
You have to really keep an eye on the instruments when you're over the ocean. There's 1,000 feet there. Like I said, we're going to do about 800, and then we'll start a turn to the right. Gear's going to come down. And we've got a green indication. This is gear down right there. So that's how we know our gear's down. Landing lights will come on. The more visible we are, the better. And we're still letting the airplane settle on down into its altitude at once. About a 30-degree bank here. Pulling back a little G there.
Oh, okay, now I see it. I was confused on where we were for a second, so it was just ocean, which that's where we cause problems for me when I have no sense of direction on where I'm at. So that's gonna be really safe.
When you're over the ocean, that's whenever you, you really rely on your instruments there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back up here on the glide slope, looking good. Gears down. So, in these airplanes, we are going to, once we're over these approach light system, we're going to cut our power 100%.
I got it. I'd be the king. I do appreciate it. It's just sometimes I can't look over all the time. I wish I could, and I wish it popped up on my screen. That would be so much easier.
Over the
then I couldn't see the game though.
Right
so.
And we're going to cut the power.
And no, Polecat is not a married man, so I don't know where that came from.
So power's
23
out.
years old.
Now
Jesus.
we're floating it. We're bring that nose up, hold it up about right there, and we're down.
Very nice.
Although the nose wheel loves to float on this airplane.
So are you supposed to kill the engine like that, or does that do it automatically, or?
Yeah, you have to kill it manually yourself.
And like just basically what, slow it down theoretically till it cuts, and then you can start it back up once you land?
Yeah, GTA flying's a lot different than in the real world. The real world, you would just keep some power in all the way down to the ground, and then when you're over the runway, you just kind of slowly pull your power out. In GTA flying, it's different. You have to kill the engines completely before the threshold of the runway.
Okay.
So you don't float too terribly long. In taxiing here at Los Santos International is you just follow the yellow lines. That's where you want your nose wheel to be on. And Premier Air, we're based out of the Devon Weston jet charter hangar.
It's a nice big hangar.
Hangar space with Devon Weston. Yeah, I know, it's a long name. Premier Air at the Devon Weston jet charter hangar.
Yep, that's insane.
We do have car service. We were working with a limo service to and from the airport. Not out in Sandy Shores yet. We don't have anything for that, but we are working on
K9 Gaming.
the logistics.
Thank you for your 2 cheers. I appreciate it, bud.
That's my car over there on the right. And we're just gonna
Jack
do,
Dyson says he loves the streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man.
Would you like to do some flying yourself today?
Yeah, I mean, I could try it just to get a little hang of it in the pass and the route.
Yeah, we can get a small little airplane out for you today. Ones that we normally would train everybody on.
That'll work.
I'll call the guys up right now to have them get it out of the hangar.
I'm gonna go ahead and change my outfit around so I don't fly like a thug around the city. But yeah, now we can at least try to do some. Oh, that would be a cool shirt. Now we can at least try to do some flying. Oh my goddamn tattoos, dude. Why is that? Oh, I need like an undershirt. Let me get like an undershirt. Should be. That'd be cool. Alright, let me upper this shit. I might be able to get a long sleeve, that way I can cover my tattoos just for. No, I don't want to thug out in this bitch too much, so let me get an acceptable undershirt. There we go. I like that. That looks good. There we go. Let me just take these fucking gloves off. I've been wearing gloves for like the past 3 months, it felt like, because of my custom character.
We have the airplane all ready to go. We'll just I'll do a quick walk around, make sure there's no big, dings or scrapes or anything like that along the fuselage or on the wings or anything like that. So your main things you need to know is the ailerons are the little slats out here on the edge of the wing. And what that does is when we make a turn to the right, the right one is going to lift up and the left one is going to come down, because what that does is you're bringing the lift off the right wing by bringing it up. So you're dropping that right wing and then you're adding lift on the left side to bring that wing up. So that's the basic one. And that one's called roll.
Okay.
In the back, we have the rudder, and the rudder is your yaw. It's controlled by your feet inside the airplane, and it moves left and right, and that will bring the nose of the airplane and pitch, or it'll make it yaw to the right or yaw to the left.
Okay.
These bad boys back here, these big blue things, they're called the elevator, and the elevator is operated by, as wind rushes over it and you are pulling back on the stick, this is going to lift up straight up, and it's going to provide lift so the airplane will nose up.
Okay.
And that's the main things you need to know. So it's thrust, pitch, roll, yaw. The landing lights all look good there. I'm gonna let you take controls, and
All
we'll
right.
walk you through some basic maneuvers. We'll fly over to Sandy Shores and do some touch and goes.
Would it be easier to perform these in first person or third person just to get used to it?
You
Probably.
will fly better in first person, so you can see your altitude and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, if you're in your outside view, you're gonna get you won't get the depth perception that's needed.
Okay. All right. Well, so just stay on the yellow thing that heads right.
Yes, and we're going to go taxi out to the left, and we're going to hold short of runway 30 right, which we landed on in the Learjet. So if you make a mental note every time you take off, so we'll go left here.
Oh, left. Okay.
Yep. If you make a mental note and you look at your altitude, you'll see we're about 200 or about 20 to 30 feet is what it's showing there on that altitude. And that tells you what the field elevation is. So if you have that in mind when you come back to land, you'll know exactly where it's going to be.
Okay.
So just hit right on your D-pad or whatever you got there. We'll turn our landing lights on.
All right.
There you go. And we'll go ahead and line up on the runway. Yep.
It's very
Just like
interesting
that.
having to use the bumpers to turn.
Yes. No, it definitely is. And what we're going to do is we're going to add full power at 55 to 60 knots. We will go ahead and rotate the airplane by gently pulling back on the stick.
Okay, so which one is the knots one?
The knots one.
Green, yellow, and red.
If you have the yeah, your airspeed right there. Yeah. That's
Okay,
your
so
airspeed
green,
indicator.
yellow, and red.
The green, yellow, and red. Yeah. Green is normal operating speeds. Yellow is you would not want to be in. You would not want to exceed those speeds in turbulence. And red is never exceed.
Okay.
VME.
So at 50, I want to slightly draw back so that way the plane will lift.
Yes.
Alrighty, you ready?
Let's go flying. Yep.
All right, we clear for takeoff and all that?
Yep, clear for takeoff. I've got radius for you. Yep, keep it on the center line there. There's 50, just gently roll her back.
Whoa.
And look at that. Doesn't take much. We just
Yeah,
go right
no,
up
it
in the air
doesn't.
like that.
Now, do I just keep that steady, like, incline, or do I...
Yeah, let's do about 100 feet per minute. So here, bring that nose down a little bit. About right there is good. Yeah, that's a good healthy one. Because we don't want to lose our airspeed.
Because we were climbing pretty fast there.
We'll stall the airplane. Yeah. Yeah, keep it up on there. So what you want to do is kind of get that nose on the horizon. About right there is perfect.
Okay. Will that help with turbulence?
Not so much. Just we don't want to be really shallow on our departure.
Okay. I didn't see this much turbulence when you were flying, and probably because I didn't register that I got it in the airplane.
We're a smaller airplane. We're gonna get thrown around like crazy. Yeah. All right, so there's 500 feet. We can start our turn to the right now, and it's a nice, gentle, easy turn. There you go, like that.
Like that? Okay.
Yep.
So when I'm turning, I just wanna use. Oh, I just wanna use my like thumb, like the thumbstick. Okay.
Yeah. So we're rolling the airplane to the right and to the left using the ailerons.
Okay.
So yep, keep it turning to the right. We're going to do a square up, pretty much. Yeah, just keep going to the right here. We're going to fly over downtown.
Okay.
It's a nice part about being a small airplane. We can actually get a little scenic. Looking good. Yep. Keep it turning all the way to the right. We're going to basically kind of backtrack the runway we just took off of.
Okay, so keep it a little sharp then. So far, so good, though. I'm actually pretty surprised that I'm keeping it this good.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Brody, 420 for a donation. Really appreciate it.
1,000 feet, and then at 1,000 feet, we're going to level off. There's a yacht down there. It's Vespucci, looking good. Yep, we can roll off right here on this heading because we're going to be the opposite heading of what we were originally on the takeoff.
So no more climbing then?
We'll do basic stuff. This is good for right now. Just bring the nose down.
How do I tell if the plane is level and flying?
You just visually look. So
you just visually see?
Yeah, a lot of people want to stare at the instruments a little too much, and you really shouldn't worry about that.
So kind of just going like third person a little, and maybe just look around and see if you're, or just literally look around in your cockpit and.
Yeah, if you'd like to do that, you can. In the cockpit, you kind of get a visual image in front of you of how much sky you have compared to how much ground.
And how flat it is. Yeah, that's true. Like I feel like I'm a little lifted right now.
Well, you're doing good right now. We're in a descent right now, but.
Oh shit.
We want to. There you go. About right there. It's good. We're still holding about 1,000 feet. No problem. So
Okay.
1,000 feet is going to be our main altitude we're going to use for pattern flying, which you're going to get to do today.
It's also different because my instrument cluster was on the other side, and then now I'm okay. So altitude's right there, and I want to stay at about 1,000 then. Okay,
Yep.
so I want to go down a little, and boom. Okay, I get it now. All right, that's a pretty important one right there then.
Yes, it is. We can start our left turn now. We're going to stay away from the ocean for the most part. We will go over the ocean for the arrival into Sandy Shores, but for the most part.
And I want to keep full throttle this whole time?
Yeah, just keep that full throttle in.
Okay.
That sounded interesting. It wasn't us, though.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay.
Yep,
Bring that nose
what we're
down.
doing is we're visually flying.
Mr. Peasant, $5 donation. Thank you so much, man.
Right now,
because I kick ass. Thank you.
in front of us, and that's the 15 freeway right off the nose of us there. So just kind of follow the highway there at 1,000 feet, and we'll.
All right.
It'll take us on up north into Blaine County.
Should I still keep a turn, or can I level out now and just kind of go straight? Okay.
Yep. You're good to level off about right here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to fly the valley here at 1,000 feet.
Okay. Yeah, now that I'm paying attention to that instrument cluster, I'm actually keeping it around 1,000, so
yeah, I mean,
that's good.
Give or take a couple hundred feet. If you were on a check ride to get your license, you'd be given a grace period of about
and then once you got your license, you would have to stay on that for surely because you're licensed, or do they still have that leeway? Curiosity. Okay.
You should always, maintain your altitudes that are assigned to you and all that stuff. Make a slight turn to the right here.
Jake, dude.
So we get away from that left
$5.
side.
Thank you so much,
so what
man.
happens is the winds crash into the in the mountains and roll over the mountains, and it creates really, really turbulent air on the other side.
Yeah, it literally just got really bad right there. So just maintain this right here.
Yeah, you're doing great. 1,000 feet, looking good. And we can start a turn to the left now. And we're going to follow Sonora Road over there. Sonora Way. And right over the... We would normally not be able to fly over a power station, but today we'll be okay.
Okay.
So just keep it, between the Ron Alternate's wind farm and that. So a little more to the right.
Oh, so a little more to the right then, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see when stuff gets underneath you. That's when it gets a little directionally retarded for me.
Yes,
okay, lower it too, lower.
Yep.
There's a lot of moving parts to it if you want to do it legitly and not just fly like a madman through the...
Oh, yes. I keep hearing non-stop explosions. A little more to the right.
It's not me.
We're going to square it up.
Sure.
And we can start descending now. So we want to be down to about 500 feet. So bring that nose down.
Okay.
And you let go of your left trigger there. So
I did.
On the power. Okay.
You can hear it when I do that, huh? Because the engine kind of just putters out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to be going down to about, let's descend it and maintain 800 actually.
So a little less than that line.
We're going to go out over the Alamo Sea.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to give you a little easier approach than the one coming into 28 right. We'll land on 5 left.
Okay, there's 900, I think, or around there, or something like that.
I don't know. On my screen, I'm showing about 1,100.
Good.
So
all right, that's good.
Make that left turn. We want to square up with the runway, so we're going to fly over the Alamo Sea.
Hard left.
Yep, looking good. And down and maintain about 800 feet. So we want the big hand to be below the 1, and we want the small hand to be below the 1 and the big hand on the 8. So go ahead and level off here. So what we're going to do is learn how to fly a pattern. A pattern is a rectangular pattern around the airport. So a little bit more to the right. So what we want to do is, keep turning to right, turning right, turning right. Yep. And
kind of fly over Alamo Sea then?
Yes.
Okay.
So the airport's on our left-hand side, and basically you just want that parallel to you.
Okay, I see that.
That's looking good. Yep. And descend and maintain about 500 feet here.
Oh, that's going up.
Yep, looking good. And we're going to start our turn over Stab City, where the trailer park is down there. And we're going to be on a left base. So right now we're in our downwind, so turn hard left. Yep. So now that we're downwind of the runway, we can turn pretty sharp, because we were upwind. That wind could really, 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 really ruin our day.
Okay.
Looking good.
So keep it sharp and also keep the altitude up. That way we're not going too far down.
Do you have power in right now? Just let go of it.
Yeah, I'm powering, but
Okay.
all right, I let go.
Okay, there you go.
Keep
Yeah,
a
let go
hard
of it.
left.
Looking good. Yep, hard left. And now we're going to be turning final. So
What does
let's
that
do
mean?
this. Final approach means that we're lined up with the runway. You see the runway right in front of us there?
I
We're
do.
way left of the runway.
Okay.
More to the right.
So
Way
then
more to
go
the right.
this way.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going for the left or right?
Left.
Okay.
We're pretty high on the approach. Yep, bring your on straight down like that. And as we come over the runway, we're going to kill the engine 100%. So kill it, and then pitch up. Pitch up. Oh, woo!
Oh, we just lifted back up a little. Okay, there we go.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
There we go.
Power.
Yep.
Add power, full power. And we're already pretty much at 50, 60 knots. Full power, full power.
Oh, still full power? Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're going back up in the air.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And rotate, pull back. Pull back. All right. Remember, keep an eye on our speed, looking good there. Let's not exceed 600 feet on our climb out. And so
okay,
imagine a big rectangle, right? So what
Okay.
we're taking off is the right side of that rectangle, and then we're gonna make a left turn. So this is called the upwind. We need to be climbing like crazy.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, the altitude
so we're
thing's a
on
little
what's-
confusing with the two, like, time thing. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And then, yeah, we'll start our left turn. So we're flying a big rectangle around the airport, and that is called a pattern. So
Okay.
we're on our upwind, and now we're on our crosswind. Because since we land into the wind and take off into the wind, we're on the upwind, now we're on the crosswind, and then when we make our left turn over Grapeseed here, we're going to be on a downwind. So go ahead and start our downwind turn to the left. Good on the altitude. That's exactly where we want to be today.
Perfect.
Keep coming to the left. And we're going to parallel with that runway that you see over there at Sandy Shores.
Oh, we're just doing it again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep, same ordeal.
Oh, this
So you
time
get
I'm
more
just
of
going to
a
see if I
feel
can
for
get
it.
my landing better and a little more
Yeah.
maybe on pro.
Yeah, we
Bugs
had a
is
little
dying
bit
over
too
there.
much altitude. We had a little bit too much altitude. That's what
Okay.
caused that. And you also turned in a little too early.
Which is
this
why,
airplane
yeah.
will turn pretty sharp. So that's why you had such an acute angle into the airport.
Okay.
Looking good right now. But yeah, you're getting it.
Okay.
Once you understand the pattern, you understand basic knowledge of flying.
Yeah, and where to come in and take off and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to start my left hand over
so
stab
your
city.
Base, they call this the base leg. So you're on your base, and then you turn final approach to when we're finally lined up with the runway. So go ahead and roll the wings level and keep flying this way.
That's where I think, that's where I got mixed up into it last time.
Yeah. There you go,
Okay.
that
Oh, I
power
see
like
the
that.
purple
Yep.
lights are the,
Yep. Start that left.
gotcha. But I want to
There you
give
go.
power, right? Just
Nope,
maybe a
keep
little,
it-
or just kind
Keep
of
it-
let it do
nope,
its
keep it
thing?
completely out. Completely out. Just pitch up because we have plenty of airspeed right now. Bring it down. Bring it down. There you go. Well, small little airplanes like the Mamadas, we keep a nose down angle. So
Okay.
as we cross this road, and actually when we're over the runway, I want you to kill the engine completely and start pulling the stick back. Yep, keep pulling it back. There you go. A little bit better. A little bouncer.
Yeah, a little bouncier, but yeah,
There
it
you
wasn't
go.
bad.
Go ahead and add that full power and we'll get back up in the air again. We'll do one more.
All right, just to see. That's not bad, yeah. Did we stop?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes this comes to a complete
Oh,
stop
okay.
due to
I was like, what the
killing the
fuck?
engine. That's why we want to get a script that allows us to pull the power completely to 1% so it won't shut the engine off.
I can't see shit on a dark runway. Holy crap. There we go.
All
A
right.
little bit of lights.
There you go. Yep, full power. There's 55, 60 knots. Go ahead and pull back. There we go. And yeah, and get about 100 feet per minute. There you go. That's perfect, right?
Is
there.
it able to get a little bit of daytime up in this so I can actually see what I'm doing? Because right now it's just super difficult.
If you can do it.
Oh,
Just get
yeah.
some altitude. There
Oh,
you
thanks,
go.
Bugs.
Thanks somebody
Thanks,
took
God.
care of it for you. Thanks, God.
All right, so I'm going over
Yep,
the
so
oil
this time-
refinery again. All that same
Yep,
path.
we're doing the exact same thing we just did. And this time I'm not going to say very much. I'm just going to watch you and I'll tell you what you can do to improve.
Okay.
Zealous Gaming, thank you for that subscription, dude. Probably want a little more altitude though.
Okay. Get it raised up.
Looking good.
Then we'll go ahead and start our left turn.
Yeah, so now that you know what pattern flying is, this is what's expected of every single airport you ever go to. So you already know that if you see an airplane moving towards an airport, that they're probably going to be on one of those. They're going to be in a pattern. They're going to be joining the pattern, which you would join a pattern at 45-degree angle to it. So they'll be on their left downwind or whatever. But on the radio communications, they would let you know, hey, so-and-so, I'm on my left downwind for this runway. I'm on my base. And then you have a mental picture of where they're located.
Okay. Go ahead and try to get a little more on path here.
Yep. We're about 200 to 300 feet higher than we want to be. And we can start our turn a little bit later if you'd like to.
Oh, okay. I was about to start it then, but we just pulled out.
No, you're fine. Yeah, about right here is a good spot.
Yeah, that way we could steer clear of the little hill there. And...
Yep, exactly. All right, I'll let you have this landing completely.
All right. Let me see if I can visualize where the... Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it a little farther back. That way it doesn't come up too quick on me.
Right.
Oop, inverted too. It's super confusing. All right.
You got it. This is much better looking than before. That's exactly the picture you want to have right there out of your window.
Yeah.
Woo!
There we go, and it kicked back up on its toe. It was a little hard of a landing, but
yeah, we landed on the nose wheel a little bit.
Oh, there. Okay, maybe that's why it was a little harsh. I felt that, and then
let's go ahead and swap. I'll show you, so maybe you can mentally have a good picture of it. That's usually the best way to show it. We can't really swap controls. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna stay in third person this time, and
okay.
All the passengers have broken their necks. Pyro says that's great.
Okay, there goes the dirt bike. But yeah, this way you'll have a little bit more of a mental image of the pattern.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in third person for this.
Alrighty.
That way I could really see kind of the angles that you're taking and the directional path.
And it's all about being really, really smooth on that stick. The bigger the airplanes the kind of easier they are to fly in general. They don't get knocked around so much.
Yeah, I can definitely see the turbulence.
And that's why you train in this. Because what GTA likes to do is throw that turbulence at you there at the very end. Like right when you're at the runway, and you've got to be ready for that. So training in the Mamatis helps you with, anything that they're going to throw at you. In a jet, it'd be a little bit easier to deal with. So you'll notice right here, I'm not adding any power at all. We're just kind of at idle.
Okay.
Make our left turn here. We don't really need to add any power. We don't need to take any power out because we're just kind of maintaining our altitude here. And if we have too much speed, it's going to be hard to bleed that off. Right now, I mean, if we're on the downwind, we could add that power in, and so we're not in the downwind leg forever. We're at 600 feet right now.
It's a nice shadow of the plane down there.
It's about where you want it to be right there. And now we're getting that turbulence off of Chiliad. And that'll always throw you around. Alright, we're on that left down. There's our...
Yeah, Jeff's a really good flyer, but at least this will help me with my
city down there.
My adventures to try to get better. So,
I start my base turn here.
And no, Sean, I'm not gonna change the streams earlier just for you. So I did it this time so I could play with Jeff.
Angle.
Other than that, they'll usually be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, like they usually are.
Square up for a base
because it's better for me.
And when we square up for a base leg, it's pretty much right here. We're paralleling Joshua Road.
Okay, I see that.
And so now I can visually see, okay, I want to start my turn right pretty much over this building right here. So we'll be lined up.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit before that building. And with a 30-degree bank, we'll be lined right up on our runway we want to be at.
Very nice.
And I'm just completely at idle power right now. And we'll kill the engine right over the
Right when you get to the road?
Well, for training purposes, over the runway.
Okay.
So over the runway, I'm going to kill that engine. And I'm bringing that nose up now. See how I'm doing that? Just bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. Just holding it right there. Keep holding it right there. And we're down.
There we go.
So it's all about that whole picture in your head of whenever you're landing, like what it looks like to you.
Yeah. Because I guess too much pulling up would make it just then lift again.
Yep. Well, if you'd like to go ahead and, you know, take the airplane up for your first solo flight, fly it around the pattern, do some touch and goes, feel free.
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. Thank you for the breakdown, though.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute off that and pay attention to a little bit of the chat, and we'll go ahead and do our first solo flight where I might actually just end up crashing and dying. So at least Jeff's not gonna be in the flight when that happens, because that would not be good. So here we go. I really want to try that rectangle thing again and see if I can get this. All right, full throttle. And then once we kind of get down there at about 500, we can yank. There we go, looking good. At least I think we are. So I kind of have the route in my head where Jeff has taken. So I can kind of keep that same path and that route. I'm going to go ahead and climb a little more so that way we stay clear of all the towers. So then we'll go ahead and we're going to level off now and start our turn. Yeah, I know. I'm usually not this good at flying, so definitely taking it a lot slower and actually having someone teach you is way better. So big thanks to Jeff for doing that. I am way too low on altitude. So, and I think we shot that a little too to the left, maybe. I don't know. Other than that, we kind of look good. We're just gonna have to make another turn here and go parallel to the airstrip or the landing area. We'll go ahead and make another turn here. We'll go ahead and level off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peek out over here and make sure that we are paralleling that. And I'm gonna start my turns a little later than I would usually, so that way I can actually come up on them at the right time and not super early. So this looks good though, not bad. A lot better than I would do any other time. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's a little earlier than before, than what we normally would stream, but I'm enjoying these Civilian Fridays where we can get in here and actually do stuff that, you know, we don't normally do, which is fun. So if I have time later, I'm definitely going to go in and maybe stream some more with another job, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and start my turn over Dab City. Let me go ahead and just going to not apply any gas to it at all. Okay, and we want to parallel that road. Got the runway in sight. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down a little more. We were a little closer. And I'm going to start my, whatever he called it, I can't remember, hard left, right between those buildings. And little early on that one, I think. But other than that, not bad. Not bad at all. So we're going to come in at a hopefully a good altitude here. And again, we're going to kill the engine over the runway, which is going to allow us to kind of keep the nose down, almost hit that bird. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this engine. There we go. I mean, that was still, it wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad landing. It was still a little heavier than or, you know, a little more than what I wanted, but that wasn't bad. Hi from Ireland, Polecat. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I actually made it. I'm pretty fucking proud of myself right now that it took kind of a runaround on how to do it. MA19M, love the whole, donated $30, loves the whole Code Zero crew. I appreciate that. We love you too, man. We love our fans and everything you guys do for us. Watch the police roll in and arrest me because I hear sirens. What the fuck? That was pretty good though. And as long as I can walk away from it, that's all it is. A little too much in the front wheel. I think it could have been. It's hard to say when you're in first person. It's definitely hard to say. But that was pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna park this here at the end of the runway. And we'll see what's going on. What the fuck is a tow truck doing here? Hold up. Hold up. Are people's cars getting towed over there?
It looks like it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Does it display it? Does it sound like a siren's going when these lights are on? What the fuck's up with that?
No, I heard one in the background, but hey, you better stay away from my car.
Why did my controller do that?
Here.
Is it still doing it? Still sounds like a siren?
No. That is pretty nice ELS system on that though, with the headlights that go. What the fuck? I'm not a part of this. I'm gonna walk away.
Vest?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, what do you need?
So is that your airplane over there? I just saw you get out of.
I was just flying it. Why?
Okay. Well, we got multiple reports of you flying low around the Great Seat area, around Sandy Shores area, lower than a normal vehicle should. Hey, what are you doing with my vehicle?
He's at 600 feet AGL. It's fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
He has
Get
bigger
back
problems on his hand than anything else, so. That was perfect. Yep. That's great.
Oh god, that's fucking amazing.
Well, anyways, like I said, you got bigger problems to worry about now, so.
What the fuck? I kind of want to finish talking to you.
He was at 600 feet AGL. It was fine.
I don't know. Were you the one that was flying
Also, you are a sheriff officer. You have nothing to do with traffic control or any type of thing. So I would suggest walking away and trying to find your police cruiser.
That was too good, Bugs. That's what he gets.
I was like, no,
well,
we're
it's
not
like
doing anything
also,
with airplanes.
and are we doing this again? Like, are we doing it again? Where we fucking land and it's the first time of me flying and you're gonna come up and say I'm fucking and what? That really involves police? No, that involves you calling air traffic control and or whoever the fuck it is and telling them what the fuck happened or whatever.
Yes.
That way they can identify the plane in question. Sorry, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that, and I don't even know shit about planes, so fuck.
We learned a little bit today.
And that's why my response was
no, it was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. You fuck around, you get fucked with. So that was sweet justice. So
No,
I enjoyed it.
Landing was flat, but it wasn't bad.
Did you see the one where I landed by myself?
Yeah, no.
It wasn't bad.
On the side. No.
Wasn't as great as I wanted it to.
A little bit more pitch up, but you'll notice like the reason why we train in that plane is because it's so fucking touchy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you can handle that thing, you'll be able to handle other planes pretty soon. But
yeah, that one was awesome though.
We'll mark that down as your first hour of flying, and with solo. So
only another 999 to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Just but hey, by the time I get done, I'll actually be comfortable flying, unlike any other time in my career of GTA. So.
That's fair.
Yep. And then
that was good.
We can move into the communication stuff like that, but
yeah, we'll definitely have to touch over that next time. That was good though. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Go reposition the airplane down to where
Roll
located.
Tow trucks, bugs. There
No,
it is. That's
it fell off
confusing
my
as
tow
shit.
truck, so I just left it. It's sitting on the side of Joshua just sitting there with the lights going still.
That's great.
I tried to go back and tow it again because I was going to take it to. It was doing the hook desync thing, so.
Like, who would even call in a low-flying airplane either? Like,
no
what
one.
the
Another
fuck?
officer.
Yeah, but really.
But yeah, no one. It doesn't make sense. It's like you were operating at the altitudes that you're supposed to be at.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
It's
And
not,
if
if you're shaving trees like out there by Grapeseed, you know, if you're shaving trees, then yeah, that's low flying.
That's a
aircraft,
problem.
but not at 600 AGL. No.
No, at no time and at no point did I ever feel as if I was catastrophically too low to where I might have died. Which that's usually how it goes when I fly airplanes. So.
Yep.
I was
Not to
content.
mention you were flying a pattern for the Sandy Shores Airfield. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
It made no sense. Made no sense.
That was good though.
Did he get his car? I think he did.
Oh, probably. Now he's probably gonna look around or bolo your ass like a motherfucker.
Let's do a quick pattern. We'll do left traffic.
Ooh, that's a cop. And they're both just chilling there doing nothing, so that works for me. Oh, he's turning around. No, he's not. Okay. That scared me.
Where are you at?
In front of the police station.
Hmm.
What do you even have done?
Well, I was speeding for half a fraction of a second, and I thought that would have constituted them to go
classic.
crazy.
Oh, it will.
I had to go get gas for my car that was just chilling there.
And DOJ all playing.
Holy shit!
Pretty much. That's how it goes.
Oh my
Pretty
god!
much.
In DOJ, there's always some terrorist activity going on.
The fucking cop, like, responding to something just fucking was. Oh my god, dude. He was
Dude, we
doing
heard
like
multiple
3
explosions on our
shit.
flight
Oh, yeah.
training earlier.
The whole time. Just
I don't even know what the hell that was.
Cop was doing like 300 miles an hour around a corner. It's ridiculous.
No, you gotta love it.
oh shit. A sheriff officer just pulled in real quick into the fucking
Is it an SUV?
yeah.
He was the one that was fucking flying.
Really? Was he with lights and siren or?
Oh yeah. Full code 3 doing like 300 miles an hour through intersections.
That's classic police work right there, if you ask me. He's at the Sandy Shores Airfield, 802.
What?
Yeah, just at the runway, just stopped there. I don't know. He has no
Do we
more
need
lights on. Or
Do we need
anything.
another tow truck?
Now there's another unit. I'm
All right,
curious
tow
as to
truck-
what's going
tow
on right
truck's
now.
on the way.
Truck's on the way.
Tow truck's on the way.
That's
They're
good.
doing some. I don't know what they're doing. Jeff? Did you take back off?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on short final right now.
Yeah.
We're
Bolo
runway
on your
two
airplane.
right. Probably. And they're on the fucking AOA. So I'm
Pretty
gonna really
much.
shave them.
Hit him.
I'm gonna really shave him. You were so close.
did.
Oh my
Yep.
god, that was
That's what he
great.
gets for being on the fucking AOA.
I like how watching them scatter. They're like, ah.
I'm curious as to what the fuck they think they're doing. I'm stuck over here. I'm like kind of tucked in, you know, between two cars. I wonder if they're looking for me or they're looking for bugs or.
I
Probably
have
looking
no
for-
idea. Probably looking for bugs.
Yeah. They're looking for someone because he was like, he wanted to talk to me and I was like, I'd go look for your car. That seems a little more important than anything else.
Oh yeah. They're for sure looking for
That would
somebody.
be a SAFA or SAFA write up right there. I mean, AOA. I mean, just like a couple feet off the side of
Yeah.
them.
I have both the names.
So ridiculous. Park the
Cameron
airplane
and
up.
Joey.
Why do they have their lights on?
Oh, they do? I'm too far away.
Yeah. Be interested to see what this one's about.
On the way.
It's good.
3,
Oh yeah, no, it's for me. It's for me. Can't wait for this.
Oh, I'm getting pulled over.
Can I help
Driving
you?
while being a tow truck.
Driving while being a tow truck. That's classic.
No, that is you're not authorized to do that. So no. Yeah, perfect. You're on the AOA and you're blocking air traffic right now. Like I came probably within 50 feet of the top of your vehicle. No, that is incorrect. You're out here on the AOA.
We
It's
were
alright, I'll be letting-
pretty much parallel with that trailer.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you
that's
guys
the
doing
AOA.
over here?
Trying to do an aircraft inspection, safety inspection of this aircraft as it's
Are
on
you
the
with the
airfield
FAA?
property.
Are you with the SAFA?
No, I'm with the Port
Okay, then
Authority,
I'm
and
not
at this
talking to
time,
you.
as of right now, we have jurisdiction over the aircrafts
For
until
what
a new
reason?
subdivision is created. Because we have the right to. If it's on the airfield property, we have the right to search it.
For what reason? You're not understanding what I'm saying. What?
We don't need a
what
reason,
is?
sir.
Excuse me? So that's the type of police work you're conducting in my community? You just
Well,
go
sir,
up and
he's
you just
on the
walk up
airfield
to
property.
someone.
He's been landing and taking off randomly. He hasn't filled out a flight plan in the Port Authority office.
He's been taking off and landing because he's been teaching more
Also,
people how to fly, and you're gonna cut me off?
Sorry, sir. I didn't know you were gonna talk.
I was talking before you started talking.
And also, apparently someone that got out of the plane stole a police
Okay.
car.
Okay, first of all, now let's both of you go ahead and walk over here with me. Get in your cars, go to the station. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it for this for this stream because I got some conducting of fucking shit to do, clearly. So I want to thank you. That's the wrong one. I want to thank you guys for watching this stream. It was supposed to be a civilian, so I don't want to end it with I don't want to end it with cop stuff. So I'm gonna go talk to those two guys, and we'll go ahead. We'll probably be back a little later. I'm feeling pretty good, so we'll probably be back for either maybe some law enforcement or maybe more civilian later tonight. But again, thank you guys for coming out and checking the stream. It's a lot earlier than we usually do this, so I will catch you guys on the flip side.